Hello guys and welcome back to Club 1 Part 5 of our Let's Play, where we attempt to go from non-league management to winning the Champions League. We are back with Blyth Spartans with two matches for you today. We've got a FA Cup 4th qualifying round tie against Notts County and then a league match against Hereford. We haven't played since the last episode, which happened on Tuesday. This is directly after that one. Jordan Hickey is unhappy, as we can see at the moment, so we're seeing if a club will take him because he wants to be playing more games, and I don't want to ruin my team dynamic, so I don't want to play him. The team we are playing though is the one that we play regularly for this tie against Notts County. It's John Stone in goal, Liddell, Watson, Lees and Sharif at the back four. We've got Dono, Reed, Deverdix and Thompson in midfield, Brown, Sterling and Maguire remaining up front. The only main difference between that lineup and the one we normally play is Nathan Buddle not starting in the centre of defence because he is suspended for the FA Cup. Hoping today we can go out and get a good result against Notts County. Now, Notts County are obviously definitely a bigger team than us. They are in the league above and we are expected to be bottom of our league. So you'd imagine that means they're a substantially better team than we are. But we're going to go find out today. We are still starting off with a positive mentality. We'll adjust that as the match goes on though. As always guys, if you do enjoy today's episode and the content, please do drop a like down below the video. Really helps out with the YouTube algorithm and getting this out to some other eyes, and it'd be really appreciated. Notts County have had the first shot though, and we need to see now if we can build any sort of momentum against this Notts County side. I don't know where they are in their league. I probably could have looked at that before we started the match, but it doesn't seem like the most important thing. We kind of come out expecting to get battered against a higher league opposition, and then we go from there. We don't ever want to be playing too defensively when we start. As we can see at the moment, they've got the more possession, but actually, if we're looking at shots alone, it's 1-1 on the scoreboard. And we've had 30 minutes gone. What we don't seem to be getting again, though, is a lot of highlights. And we had this in a match a couple of episodes ago where just nothing really happened in the first half. Both teams just sitting back, happy to get a feel for the match, not try and do anything too risky. That seems to be what we are doing here. Notts County seems to be the same. We are going to get the first highlight on the 44th minute, though, and the ball is with Notts County. They are on the attack here. Novak out to Francis. They've pinged that one out wide. Can we get a foot in here? We're just pushing them out a bit wider. And they have made their way in. Novak with a shot from range. And it has gone past John Stone. A bit unfortunate there for us. The first highlight we do see in the game. We managed to see out a lot of that first half. But then we have conceded one. Coming up to half time, if we could have held out a couple more minutes, then that would have been ideal. But instead, Novak just kind of shooting from range, and it's gone in the middle of everyone and just gone through with a clear path to goal, which is less than ideal. And that is going to substantially change our halftime talk. We're doing well, guys. Keep working hard. To be honest, I think if we go cautious mentality, we might actually do better here than we are doing. Or it might get substantially worse. But we're going to do it, and we'll keep an eye on our match stats here and see what happens. At the moment, hasn't really changed a lot either way, apart from now Notts County have got a yellow card they didn't have before. We demand more from the team here though, and after those 25 odd minutes now, I think we do switch back to a positive mentality. We've got to try and get something out of this game. Although we are expected to lose, we don't want to just roll over and take it either. 68 minutes on the clock though, and we've had one highlight in this match. This is one thing that does bother me. I know it's key highlights, but like, it can't have been that bad a match, surely. That's all we've seen. O'Donnell's going to be coming off now. We're going to go to Dale as the inverted winger on attack. And then we can probably make another change. Ben Clark on for Deverdix. And as we've only got 20 minutes left, that's too early. We are going to end up going attacking, I think. But we'll let a little bit more time run down on the clock here. We've got to the 70th minute. We're still not seeing any highlights. And now we're going to go attacking. We're going to fire up the team. It's the second highlight of the match. And the ball is with Notts County, which is not ideal. Wootham there. Is that Liam Wootham? It might have been. Very hard to tell when the ball is moving around and all the names changing. And Notts County just seem happy here to knock the ball around and kind of let us chase after it. Maybe they're having a think of you know, we aren't a professional outfit. We're not training regularly. So actually they're going to have the better fitness levels, and doing stuff like this has just allowed them to get through on goal. They can just play through our defence here. It's like a knife through butter. They've got a corner from it after a good save from Johnson. I say they've got a corner from it. We're not going to see the corner. The corner's just going to go away like it never ever happened. Less than ideal highlights, FM22. Here is another corner for them though. Can we clear that one? We can't. Notts County can't keep it down either. Attacking hasn't really helped us either. If anything, it's allowed Notts County to come on, put more pressure on it. But I'm just hoping we can go up and nick a late goal here. They've rattled the crossbar. Dale having to make a clearance there, not off the line, but to get it out of the box quickly. We have still got one more substitution we can make. Who do we bring on? I'm thinking we take Thompson off and we bring on, let's say, Rise Evans, because he played all right, and we make Sharif a winger on attack, and we just go that little bit more attacking. That does involve, obviously, us going attacking, actually getting up the other end and scoring, because we haven't seen a highlight yet where we've got the ball. That is about as much as we touched the ball in a match. It's a header away from a corner. And Notts County being by far the better team here, in all honesty. We can't really complain too much about this loss. I wish we'd gone and made a little bit more of a go of it. This was very much an interesting experiment to see how we did do against higher opposition. As it turns out, I guess a 1-0 loss is not too bad, all things considered, really. And what we do just need to hope now is that that loss doesn't absolutely thump on morale, because it's definitely a thing I've seen happen in FM22, and I'm sure some of you have as well, that when you have that one result that isn't very good, all of a sudden you cannot string results together no matter what happens, and your morale's completely shot. But hopefully that doesn't happen this time against us. We're going to go have that match now, which should be against Hereford. But apparently, it's now saying it's not. Hereford's now down here. What happened to the Hereford match? The Hereford match was rearranged, as it turns out. Right then, let's see if we can rebuild morale. We've got our match against Boston United. Lineup's fairly much the same as that last match against Notts County. It's Johnston in goal. Back four of Liddell, Buddle, Lees and Sharif. Although I've just realised that Buddle and Lees are the wrong way round. We then got O'Donnell, Reed, Deverdix and Thompson in midfield, Maguire and Brown Sterling up front. We've also now got a nice link between them as well. There's a couple of other things going on. Watson looks like he will be leaving the club. He wants more game time, and I'm not really willing to sacrifice Liddell at the moment. The only problem we do have with players leaving the club is we don't really have any wage budget. We are overspending on our wage budget already. Board aren't particularly happy about it. So when we've got players leaving, let's say Watson is on £300 a week, they're only willing to let us sign another player on £20 a week. And there aren't many players around that will sign for a club on £20 a week. Hence, the players that leave and we can't really replace. And that does mean if Watson leaves, our only two centre-backs are the ones playing today in Buddle and Lees. So we have to start looking at loans potentially. I can go and beg the board again to give me a senior affiliate so we can offload some players to balance the books and not pay their wages. Maybe they'll let us do that given the financial state of the club. Then again, maybe they won't. So I have to wait and see, and I'll keep you updated on that one. Once again though, absolute lack of highlights in this match. What is going on today? FM22 just not wanting to give me any highlights. And I would say it's because I've reloaded the game, like I've stopped playing in between. But I literally haven't stopped playing since the last episode. So we carried on directly from that one. Liddell with a corner here though, trying to launch us into a winning position, but not unable to do that. Sharif's recycle possession. Brown Sterling into O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to slot that one in past the goalkeeper, but the angle just too narrow for him. But we have got a corner on the other side. Liddell into Buddle there. It's been cleared, and now Boston United on the attack, but that's ended pretty early. It looks like we ended it pretty early because they've got a free kick in the centre of a park. So I can only assume that Buddle got annoyed, went back and just bodied whoever that was. Big ball forward from their goalkeeper. They have managed to keep possession from that though. Although that one is another needless big ball forward. Sharif managing to get in front of that one. He's just headed it back to Johnston. And can we launch a counter-attack of our own now? Now remember the instruction, Johnston. It is distribute short. Well done. That's exactly what we want. Lee's there. It's over to O'Donnell wide on the left-hand side. Brown Sterling's been found in the middle. Can he cut that one over to the right? He has. Thompson now. Back to Brown Sterling. Not on target. Very unfortunate with some really nice build-up play there up until the point that he made the shot and then it all went a little bit wrong. Lee's, or however, is on a yellow card, so we need to sort that in a minute. Never mind. Ignore that one for a second. Deverdix with a brilliant free kick. Pick that one up out the back of the net. Beautiful goal from Deverdix. Just swung that one in round the wall, in there to the right. It does put us 1-0 up in this match, and that is what we needed. Just that little bit of magic to get us ahead in an otherwise fairly uninspiring game. Although we are definitely the team that is better once again in this match. Sometimes the problem we have is not playing better than the other team. It's just proving that we're playing better than the other team by actually putting the ball into the back of the net, and sometimes that is the bit we are lacking. Sometimes we have matches where we put 3 or 4 past people and Brown Sterling be on fire. Boston United through on goal here. That was a little bit scary. I did not like that very much, but Johnson's come away there having saved the ball. Boston United have got a corner here though. Can we clear this one? Reed's managed to get his head to it and clear it. No one there to recycle possession for us though. Although again, we've just got that weird little bit of highlight where I'm assuming Boston United put a cross in the box or something there, but FM doesn't want to show us that because I'm guessing it was a fairly boring highlight and they've just decided we're on key highlights. We don't want to see anything unless there's a goal or a very good shot at the end of it. And yeah, we are definitely ahead in this match. I'm not feeling too worried at the moment, although again we've hit that 65th minute slot and we probably do need to think about some changes, and everyone is looking pretty tired, so I don't think it matters too much who it is. Thompson at the moment can come off though. We'll bring on Dale on that side. He's not fantastic over there, but he can play as a winger on this side, so he'll do for the moment. Maguire, I feel like, could come off as well, but Brown Sterling is more tired, so we'll bring on McNall. McNall can go as the advance forward and Maguire as the deep line forward as those front two. Maguire doesn't seem to be, considering I think when I got here I said he was the best player at the club. He's definitely the highest paid player at the club. I don't feel like he's necessarily worth it. He's kind of there as the partner to Brown Sterling rather than the other way around, which is what I thought I was doing. I assumed I was buying a partner for Maguire rather than a partner for Maguire, if that makes any sort of sense. I kind of assumed Maguire would be the guy hitting the goals home, but I'm very much mistaken as it turns out. And once again, really haven't had a huge amount of highlights in this match. He says the highlight starts, but it's a 1-0 win currently for us unless something happens in this highlight. At the moment we've got the ball, so it's less worrying. Deverdix over here out to Evans. Evans finding Dale on that right hand side. Maguire now just holding up the ball, making an awful pass, but Evans is there to help him out and save his blushings. Deverdix now forward for Evans to run onto. Can Evans get across into the box? He can't, but it's back to Dale. Dale to Reed, kind of on the outside. Instead of that, what we've done is give up possession and let Boston United come forward on the attack. Oh, I don't like this. Elliott now, thankfully, not on target. If that had been on target, then it's the worst ending to the match for us possible. We do manage to salvage that win from the jaws of defeat, really. It's a 1-0 win for us. It's not the most inspiring 1-0 win, but we will take it. We are way down in 6, but we do have a game in hand, which actually, if we win our next game in hand, we will draw level with both Gateshead and Flyde at the top of the league. I think maybe we'll end up third. Will we end up third? Depends on how much we score, because we are behind on goal difference at the moment, but we haven't played a game in hand. So it's very much dependent on what we do in the next game. Our next game is against Bradford. Hopefully that's one we should be going and winning, and we can, by the next episode, be nice and high up the top of the league. That's the plan anyway. Whether or not it comes off, you have to find out on Saturday's edition of this series. If you have enjoyed today's episode though, please do drop a like down below. It does really help out the channel. It's always very much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching as always though guys, and if you are enjoying the content on the channel, have a look at that one next.